Most brides remember their wedding day for the flowers, the vows, or the first kiss. But mine began to unravel the moment my stepsister handed me a box my husband told me not to touch. The air in the reception hall was thick with roses, applause, and the soft glow of golden chandeliers. My new husband, Ethan Marlowe, stood beside me in a perfectly tailored navy tux, looking every bit the fairy tale. Tall, broad-shouldered, and devastatingly calm. Guests called him mysterious, handsome, serious. They didn't know he was a senior special agent, an SSA, with the kind of classified job that built secrets inside his eyes. The orchestra played softly while guests took their seats. My stepsister, Noelle, approached with a bright, artificial smile plastered on her flawless face. She was beautiful. Long blonde hair, ice blue eyes, cheekbones carved like glass. But her beauty always came with an aftertaste. A history of competition. A jealousy she never hid well. "Congratulations, sister," she sang, hugging me too tightly. "I got you something special." She handed me a small matte black gift box tied with a silver ribbon. Before I could lift it, Ethan's hand shot out like a reflex. "Don't touch it." The softness in his voice disappeared. His fingers tightened around my wrist. Not hurting but grounding, protective, firm. I blinked up at him. "Ethan, what's wrong?" He didn't answer me. He didn't even look at me. His cold blue eyes locked onto Noelle with a stare sharp enough to cut steel. "You brought a threat into my house." Every whisper in the room died instantly. His fellow SSA guest, Agent Reed Dawson, tall, rugged, and just as intense, rose from his seat at the back of the hall like a soldier responding to a silent alarm. Noelle's body stiffened. Her smile cracked. She stepped backward as if Ethan's gaze were a pair of hands pushing her. "What are you talking about?" she asked, voice shaky. Ethan picked up the black box with gloved fingers Reed handed him. Latex gloves that Reed somehow produced within seconds, as if expecting this exact moment. My heart pounded. "Ethan, it's just a gift." He shook his head slightly. Not scolding, not angry, but warning me without words. That look I had seen only once before, the night he told me. "If I ever give you a command in a certain tone, do not question it. It means danger." This was that tone. He held the box away from me like it was unstable. Reed approached Noelle, towering over her. "Did you package this yourself?" "And no," she stuttered. "Well, I wrapped it, but what was inside it when you got it?" Reed pressed. It was already closed," she cried, shrinking under his stare. Ethan's expression turned even colder. "So you didn't check the contents?" Noelle's chin trembled. "It's just a gift. For her wedding. I swear I didn't know." Guests stood from their tables. Cameras lowered. Conversations hushed. Anxiety rippled through the crowd. I stepped toward Ethan. "Please tell me what's happening." He breathed out slowly, as if holding his control by a thread, and spoke only loud enough for me to hear. "Because of my work, you are now a target. I screened every gift sent to the house beforehand. Your stepsister's gift wasn't on the list." A chill crawled across my skin. I looked at Noelle. "Why didn't you tell me you were bringing something?" "I wanted it to be a surprise," she cried. "I thought it would be sweet." Ethan's jaw hardened. He motioned Reed closer. "Scan it." Reed pulled a compact device from inside his jacket, a matte gray scanner used for detecting hazardous materials. He passed it over the box. The device's lights flashed red. Red. The color that could mean explosives. Or toxins. Or tracking tech from an enemy operation. Gasps filled the hall. My knees weakened. Noelle's lips parted as if she couldn't breathe. It could be a false alarm, Reed said quickly. The ribbons or metal magnet inside could be interfering. We need to open it safely. Ethan nodded. Do it. No. Noelle screamed, lunging forward. Don't open it like that. Reed caught her arm before she could reach the box. Let her go, Ethan ordered. Reed released her. Noelle crumbled to her knees, trembling. Please. Please don't destroy it. I didn't. Reed sliced the ribbon open with a small blade. The room fell so silent you could hear a single breath. He lifted the lid slowly. I held Ethan's arm, terrified. Inside was not a bomb, not poison, not tech, but a necklace. A simple silver locket. Reed exhaled. It's just jewelry. But Ethan didn't relax. He motioned again. Scan the locket. Reed scanned it. This time the device lit green. Guests whispered, relief rippling across the hall. Noelle sobbed into her palms. I swear I didn't know anything was wrong. But Ethan's posture remained rigid. I could see the tension in his shoulders. I placed my hand on his chest. Ethan. It's okay. He looked at me then, finally, his eyes softening the second they met mine. It wasn't the necklace, he murmured. It was the box. Reed lifted the empty black box and examined the bottom. He whistled under his breath. Someone embedded a micro-tracker under the lining. Tracker. At our wedding. Inside a gift my stepsister didn't inspect because she wanted drama, attention, or surprise, whatever shallow intention she lived for. My breath escaped me in a shaky rush. Noelle's head snapped up. A tracker. What does that mean? Reed answered, voice grim. It means someone used you to get access to the bride. Noelle shook her head violently. But I didn't know. I swear it. Ethan stepped closer to her, not threatening but terrifying in certainty. You weren't the mastermind, he said. But someone used your jealousy, your need for attention, your lack of caution. She flinched. He continued. That box was meant to trace my wife's location after the ceremony. Whoever planted it wanted to know where she goes, where she sleeps, where I take her. The words hit me like a physical blow. My stepsister finally shattered. Tears streamed down her face. I'm so sorry. I didn't think. Ethan turned to me, gathering my trembling hands in his. You are my life now. Nothing touches you. Nothing. Not even by accident. His voice cracked. Not much, but enough for me to feel the fear behind his control. Guests watched in stunned silence. Slowly, Ethan lifted the necklace, the only harmless piece of the gift, and placed it gently into my palm. This part, he said softly, you can keep. It's safe. Noelle looked up, face blotched, mascara streaking. Will I be in trouble? Ethan looked at her like a man judging the difference between danger and stupidity. No, he said. But you will never bring anything into my home again. She swallowed hard. Reed removed the tracker and secured it as evidence. The orchestra resumed. Guests found their seats again. Ethan pulled me close, kissing the top of my head. I'm sorry, he whispered. But protecting you is not something I'll ever apologize for doing. And as the music rose and we took our first dance as husband and wife, I realized something. My marriage would never be ordinary. It would be a world of secrets, a world of danger, a world of devotion so intense it burned. And I wasn't afraid of it. Because if the world wanted to threaten me, it would have to go through Ethan Marlowe first.